Thank you. I am Dick Duval, and I'm a retired real estate developer from Cincinnati. And I understand that I should not come to Ohio State with a Michigan color tie. So this tie will be here for anybody that's $100. They can burn it, cut it up, whatever they want to do. I'll guarantee you, within our lifetime, there will be a bronze statue of this lady in Ecuador. Most humble woman I've ever. And thank you, Alta and Susan, for a beautifully. Susan, you can relax. I'm 79 years old, and I never thought I'd be pushing a wheelbarrow up a hill at 10,000 feet. My wife came home from garden club with Hope, very apologetically looking over her glasses, and she said, Hope invited us to go on a garden trip to Ecuador. And predicting what my answer would be, she looked very apologetic, and I said, well, let's go. And before you know it, I was pushing that wheelbarrow up the hill at 10,000 feet. And the next day, I was lying on the concrete in a schoolyard, painting tractor-trailer tires to make planters out of them with blue paint, red paint, and yellow paint. And I would have sense enough to buy water-based paint, but somebody bought oil paint. It was the neatest experience. I didn't speak a word of their language, and they didn't speak a word of my language. And we got along great. I'm a contractor. I tried to organize these school kids into a green team, or a red team, a blue team, and a yellow team, and it didn't work. After I came back last year, I ended up being asked to be on the board by Hope, I think, asked me, or somebody asked me. And I don't think they regret it yet. In the board meeting that we attended this year in Ecuador, we met the 5 most dedicated staff people I have ever seen in my life. They could be in a profit-making company, and they'd all be very well here with the executives. And they had a lot of ideas. First they told us what they were doing, and then they had a lot of ideas of what they could be doing if we could afford it. And I looked over at Hope, and Hope had, oh shit. And I knew at that point that I was going to be on the development. And we have worked a little bit on the development, but not nearly as much as I anticipate working on it in the future. We met on that particular day people that couldn't see, and because of Tandana miracle, they've got them to the right hospital and the right doctors that donated their time, and they can now see. And we met a young man who couldn't walk, he didn't have a leg. Because of it, Tandana miracle today, the man can walk. So every time I leave Tandana, we sit around a room and discuss what we have accomplished or what we enjoyed while we were there. And I only get about halfway through mine, and I get so broken up that I can't finish. So I've gotten a lot more out of it than I've put into it. You've seen the video and you've heard the things that Anna has done. And believe it or not, they do that for a little over $300,000 a year. Now, what in the hell can you do for $300,000 a year? I can't believe you've accomplished what you've accomplished. Oil prices are at a minimum, as we all know. And the oil prices have really hurt the economy in Ecuador. And the first thing they do when they run out of money is they fire school teachers. And Tandana has helped fill in some of the gaps. But when I give money away, I usually have to rationalize it. And I can rationalize giving money or spending money pretty easily. So I started to add up in my own mind what I have saved at the gas tank or the gas pumps. And every time that I buy gas, I think of Tandana. And I wrote a check accordingly. And I hope it's just the first check that I write. But if you could relate somehow to the money that you have saved at the gas tank, at the gas pumps, and realize, I didn't realize that somebody is making up the difference. And it's the country of Ecuador. They just don't have the money they used to have when oil prices were a lot higher. So give Tandana a nice Christmas present, and thank you again for attending, and thank you for inviting me, Bob, and thank you for putting me on the board, Hope and Hannah. I really do appreciate
it. Good evening. Buenas noches. Viva Tandana. Viva Tandana. It's a great crowd. Viva Ana. Viva! For me, supporting Tandana, like it is for Dick, it's personal. I've not yet had the chance, and I say not yet, I've not yet had the chance to travel and see the work, the marvelous work firsthand. But about 20 years ago, I had the privilege of meeting an extraordinary young woman and a recent graduate of the Wellington School, about 5 minutes from here, where I had the great honor of being headmaster. She was a recent grad of Wellington. And that young woman was Anna Taft. People support people. And so when Hope and Anna came calling to ask me to join Tandana's board and contribute what I might of time, talent, and treasure, I didn't have to think about what my answer would be. It was personal. I knew what the answer was. It was an honor. Supporting Tandana is also for me not just personal, but a moral imperative. I'm a career educator. I've been teaching and working with young people and running schools for about 40 years now. I had the pleasure tonight of reuniting with two wonderful colleagues I had at the Wellington School, Catherine and Chris. Ultimately, the fondest dream and the highest goal for any educator is to help interact with, guide, shape, mentor, in any way possible, young people who will lead lives of service, who will strive to leave the world a better place than the way they found it, who will have an impact on good for others. Isn't that the calling for all of us ultimately in life? Well, Anna answered that call. She's still answering it. And as a foundation, Tandana is dedicated in such inspiring and authentic ways to changing the lives of others, in cooperation, in friendship with them, and to fostering greater understanding and peace in this world. To enhance human life around the globe, to be peacemakers, we must support Tandana and other people and other inspiring leaders and other organizations that work toward those same ends. This wonderful foundation, folks, needs that support. and its mission deserves that support. I know that many of you have already sent in, and others have already sent in, I think as of last night, about $18,375 toward a $20,000 goal connected with our 10th anniversary. Thank you. On behalf of the board, thank you all for that support. To anybody here who's done that, and to those that aren't with us tonight. Everyone here is a patron and a friend of Tandana. So, tonight, please, if you have not already done so, add your name and your email address and a dollar amount to the little leaf that is on your table. Aquí está la hojita, the little giving leaf, as we say in Spanish. Don't throw it away. It's very important. Take your leaf to the giving tree. It's out by the dessert table.
It's right here, right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rewind. Take your little hojita to the giving tree, which is right here. And pick up a dessert. How can you resist that? And put icing on the cake tonight by helping Tandana to keep going and to keep thriving now and in the years to come. You can pledge, one-time pledge, multiple year pledge. You can pay through monthly PayPal donations using a credit card. You can write a check. If you're a really big hitter, you can just lay some cash on it. Joyce and Lindsay are going to be around to help all of us do that. Or you also have at your table envelopes. Take an envelope, send in your generous donation as a way to celebrate in this Thanksgiving season particularly all that we truly have to be thankful for. I'm going to go off script a little bit. If I can have a show of hand or hands from at least one individual who is willing right now to write $300 on the little leaf, I will match that tonight, and we'll be $600 closer to the goal. I said we've already raised $18,375 and connected with the 10th anniversary. Let's blow by 20,000. Let's blow by 20,000 tonight. Do I have one person who can write three? I have a wonderful, generous person. Thank you. Another? Another.
Would you do 5?
I'll take it. I only promised 3. I'm a school teacher. But God bless you. God bless you.
5.
Can we have a
I'm matching 5.
gentleman is matching the 5 right here? Thank you so much. Okay, my friend in the back, 300, 5, 5. Any others that want to match either of those? I can't match the rest. Anybody else? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thanks to all of
match
you.
for the 5.
I'm sorry?
You have another match for the 5.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Thank you. Folks, thanks. Thanks for joining hands with Tandana to make a difference in this world, to support this wonderful work, and to change lives. You're wonderful. Let's keep it going. Viva Tandana!
Viva!